Cali, Oregon hood content here. So I got the second video for you guys on the Oregon gang wars that took place from 2000 to 2010.
Lazy. With moms it was always a living hell, but her demons are what made me. Speaking on the pain, cause there's no doubt that shit changed me. Having nightmares of the trauma into the pain.
Stories from 2009 in Hillsboro, Oregon. From a single unpaid debt that ignited a chain of violence that exposed the brutal underbelly of gang life. On October 2nd, 2009, 19-year-old Eduardo met his end in the Steamboat Park in Cornelius. Not through a random clash, but a calculated reckoning, orchestrated by Alejandro, a member of the Hillside 12th Street gang. What began as a dispute over a stolen gun and a $1,000 loan escalated into a savage execution. Drawing in a 13-year-old accomplice known as Little Kid, he was being laced that loyalty demands action. Let's demand blood. The prelude to the killing was deceptively mundane, rooted in the everyday transactions of the underworld. Aguilar had acquired a hot firearm and lent it to Eduardo with cash in a gesture of presumed trust amongst supposed homies. But Eduardo's carelessness, leaving the gun on an apartment porch where it was discovered and surrendered to gang unit, shattered that bond. Fury brewed as Aguilar stewed over the loss of his weapon and his money. He texted the little homie, Little Kid, "Hey, you got my back?" Little Kid replies, "I got you, my boy." The trio converged in a car, tools at the ready, a tire iron and a knife. Before spilling into the park under the guise of a confrontation, their words turned into weapons with chilling efficiency. The argument over debt flared. Aguilar handed Little Kid the tire iron, which the boy swung into Eduardo's skull, splitting flesh and drawing blood. The homie pleaded desperately, Stop, you're my homie." Yet in the gang's hierarchy, homie ties bowed to retribution. Aguilar drove a knife into Eduardo's side repeatedly, then passed it to Little Kid, who stabbed Eduardo in the chest and neck. Reclaiming the blade, Aguilar plunged it into the man's head with such ferocity it snapped, leaving Eduardo bleeding in the grass. Court documents paint this not as chaos but choreography, a ritual of enforcement. And this story is just one of many of the gang wars of Oregon. From 2000 to 2010, many young people lost their lives in the wars of Oregon. Hillsboro became a battleground for territorial and personal vendettas. At its core, the slayings transcended individual actors, illuminating the corrosive mechanics of gang culture. This was a decade of violence. If you haven't subscribed, like, subscribe, follow, put the notifications on all, because our content's only getting better and we're going to keep dropping more. So thanks for watching the video.